Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my baby spitting up, give you a little update. A couple days ago I gave you guys a video or review on this formula right here and wanted to update you on how things are going and tell you where we are at today. So my baby since birth has thrown up so much, which was so frustrating as a breastfeeding mom. It completely deterred me from breastfeeding on the breast. What I mean by that is I would exclusively breastfeed on my breast and he would just throw it up all over me. Like, not just a little bit, not like it was a dribble, like everything he just ate came out all over me. So then I switched up and started supplementing with a ton of different formulas to get my supply back up. So then I tried some formulas to see what could help him keep his milk down. In the meantime, my supply dropped. And I never stopped pumping though. I still pump 3 times a day. That hasn't stopped. One in the morning, one in the middle of the day, and one at night for 20 minutes each. That hasn't stopped. However, he still wasn't keeping these formulas down. So I said, you know what? Is there a formula specific to spitting up? And I found it. It is the Similac Spit Up formula. Now, if you look closely, it says right here, with added rice starch. So I got to thinking, what is in this formula that is helping the food stay down in my baby's stomach? When I'd say he would throw up, like let's say I fed him 4 ounces, he would throw up 2 of those ounces. And when you're breastfeeding, that is extremely painful to watch. You just worked all this time pumping out this milk and he throws up half of it. So sad. So again, tried a bunch of different formulas, nothing was working. Found this formula and it worked. However, so I did a review last week or whatever, and like I said, it's going great. I love this formula. However, I noticed that with formula, it keeps my baby a little bit constipated. With a breastfed baby, the poop is a little more watery. With formula, it's much more thick. However, he should be pooping about once a day because the stomach, when you're breastfeeding, absorbs way more of the nutrients in the breast milk than it does formula. So you have more waste. It did the opposite. It kept him, we went 5 days without poop on formula. That was a no-no. So, and when I say a no-no, it's not because a doctor told me that was bad or that's because anybody told me it was bad. He was in visible discomfort. So although he wasn't throwing up anymore, we had an occasional dribble down his cheek, he wasn't pooping. And he was very gassy. You could tell something was going on in his stomach that just wasn't right. Then I looked at the back of the ingredients. First ingredient on formula is corn syrup. I don't know how I feel about that, you guys. I really, really don't. Second ingredient, rice starch, milk protein, sugar. Processed sugar is the 4th ingredient. I'm trying to see. And there's a bunch of other ingredients that you can't even pronounce. So you have corn syrup and you have sugar. Breast milk does have sugar, but it has your natural body's sugar, like natural sugar, where his stomach can easily break that down. It's not processed corn syrup, it's not processed cane sugar, nothing like that. So I got to thinking, what could I add to my breast milk that would keep him from throwing up? Mind you, he's only 3.5 months. So I started Googling, can babies have rice cereal? When can babies have rice cereal? A lot of them say 6 months, you know, when they're able to hold their head up to prevent from choking. I Googled, my baby's 3 months old, can I give them rice cereal? Everyone's like, no, no, no. Eventually I consulted with my pediatrician, and she said, in this case, because he has a reflux issue, and she even prescribed him medication that wasn't working. In this case, because he's not taking to the medicine, he's not taking to the formula, it's keeping his food down, but he's not pooping. Go ahead and try some rice cereal, but make sure it's like an organic rice cereal, something that can easily be paired with breast milk, because the breast milk, in hindsight, is organic because it's coming from your body. So something that's not as processed. Catch my drift. At the end of the day, I could go crazy trying to figure out what's in my diet, what I can cut out, all of that stuff. But I pump. I don't exclusively breastfeed. So what he gets today out of a milk bag, I have no idea what I ate that day. I have no idea. I have no idea what I ate 3 days ago. So I would go crazy trying to figure out what I ate and how to change my diet and stuff like that. Then I found the Holy Grail, guys. The Holy freaking Grail. Earth's Best whole grain rice cereal. Oh. So I'm trying to look right now. Okay. Ingredients: organic whole grain brown rice flour, vitamins and minerals, vitamin E, zinc oxide, and vitamin B1. Sugar, 0 grams. This right here is just rice cereal. Just rice cereal. And it says to add 1 tablespoon, right here, 1 tablespoon of dry cereal to 3 to 4 tablespoons of breast milk. That's if you want an actual cereal consistency. But what I did is I added 1 tablespoon of dry cereal to 4 ounces of breast milk, just to thicken up the breast milk enough to see if he could keep it down. He's been on a preemie nipple since birth because, like I said, he threw up constantly. So I don't want him to guzzle down liquids. So when I put the rice cereal in, my concern was, can the rice cereal pass through the nipple, a preemie nipple? Yes, it can. He may have to try a little harder. Like, he doesn't have to, he's not working at it. He just has to try a little bit harder to get the milk out. But it does pass through the nipple. You don't have to make the nipple wider. You don't have to up the size. Nothing like that. He takes his time with the feeding. He gets his cereal through the nipple, no problem. And he keeps his milk down. And he's sleeping through the night. This has caused him to sleep through the night, you guys. This is the holy freaking grail right here. Am I gonna still use this formula? If right now I have a ton of milk in the freezer because I was trying to figure out what formula works. He wasn't keeping down just my breast milk by itself. So I have a ton of milk in the freezer. Once I go through that milk, I might go back to this. Or if we're ever out and about, I'll keep some of this in the diaper bag. But for right now, this is what we're using. He's getting my breast milk. I'm so excited. The only problem is I still can't put him on my breast because he's just getting just the straight milk. I have to feed him through a bottle, which is a little bit disappointing. But you know what? He's getting breast milk. I really can't complain. Honestly, I'm so happy. He's not in physical discomfort anymore. He's happy. He may have a little dribble down his cheek, a little spit up, but it's not ounces and ounces of milk. So just a recap, he's 3.5 months old. Google says wait to 6 months. Everyone's gonna tell you to wait, but you know what? You know what's best for your baby. I know what's best for my baby. I'm the one that's with him all day. My pediatrician may have been there, done that with her baby. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. It was the dog. May have done that with their baby. But what works for somebody else's baby, or even your parents are going to give you a ton of advice, what works for their baby may not work for your baby. You know what's best for your baby. Go off your gut instinct, okay? You get thrown a ton of information at you, a ton of advice at you when you're a first-time mom. If you can, shut that all out. Stay as calm and peaceful through these first couple months as you can, and go with your gut, okay? I'm a first-time mom. There was people saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. At the end of the day, I'm the one that's here. I live in a state with no family. I'm by myself with my baby, 13 to 14 hours a day while my boyfriend goes and works. I'm telling you, this is the best decision that I've made. I'm so excited. I have another video that is posted talking about how we get him to sleep through the night. And a lot of the credit goes toward not only our nighttime routine, but rice cereal. I'm so excited. I don't add too much. I only add 1 tablespoon to about 4 ounces of milk, but it's just enough to thicken it up to where it can pass through the nipple, he can keep it down, and he can poop regularly. That was the problem I was having with the formula, is he was keeping it down, but he wasn't pooping. And with formula, you should have at least 1 poop a day, generally. Breast milk, you can go a couple days without poop because the baby's stomach absorbs way more of the nutrients than it does formula. So, if I had to choose right now, like let's say my baby's crying and I have these as my options, I'm gonna go with this first, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. You get breast milk, it's an all organic rice cereal. I'm gonna do this. If we're out and about and I don't have breast milk handy, then he'll get this. Either way, he's a happy baby, he sleeps through the night, and I'm a happy mama. Peace of mind is all that really matters during this time, you guys. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. That's my little spiel on my update. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment. I'd love to get back to you. I'm always open for discussion and questions, and you know, I want to put new moms at ease. I don't want to overload them with too much information. Just keep it simple and go with your gut instinct. You know what's best for you. You know what's best for your baby. Thanks, guys.